Hello YouTubers and welcome to my computer build. Well, I've been using a Janky case for ages and I picked up a Thermaltake case which is actually a dedicated home theatre case. So I'm going to put my PC in here. First I'm going to start with the IO plate. This should just clip in here. So here's my motherboard. It's an ASRock board with a 4690K. Still got to put the heatsink on. Look at that brand new stock heatsink. Woo! Fancy. So we're going to line it up. Sit it in there. Get these in. Bang. 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 Make sure they're all pushing through nicely. They are. Good. We're going to plug it in. And we are ready to put it in. Might have to go in that way. Let's make sure that meets up there nicely. There we go. Now we can put some screws in this. This motherboard's a bit old. As you can see, it's got no M.2 slot or anything like that. But it's a good board. It's lasted me a long time. Also, when you put all the screws in it, it gets all cranky with you. But hey, what are you going to do? And it all have massive budgets. But this case gives it a lot more space. Alright, you see this here? It's not just an extension. This is for the front screen and everything on it. So this is going to go into the motherboard here. And that sends power. This is actually what turns the motherboard on. It's not actually turned on by a switch plugging into here. So next up, I'll insert the power supply. Now it's an old power supply, but that's the trick. It's only 450 or something like that. Doesn't seem to want to fit. Oh, there we go. It's a bit of a touchy fit. I'm just going to screw this in here. I'm going to put 2 screws in for now once I know all this is good. I'm going to put the rest of the screws in. Oh, actually, there's no screw holes for... Huh, that's weird. So now, this is just going to plug in here. Alright, that's the motherboard done. Just going to hide those cables in there. This is a good one. I actually modified this so I could have 2 slot PCI power ports, but I didn't end up even needing them. So now here's my graphics card I use. It's a Strix Edition 960, 4GB. Awesome card. Well, probably not to today's standards, but this is just a media computer, so it doesn't really matter, to be completely honest. Now I'm just going to line this up in here, drop it in, and we'll drop a screw or 2 in it. I hope. The only problem with all these graphics cards is getting the top of the case on when these go on. Is that going to be a problem? Doesn't look like it. So the top of the cases will just touch that. It's quite a high graphics card. It's a silent card. I mean, it doesn't use the fans half the time, but... Alright, let's plug some of this crap in. So we got fan header. Chassis fan, we'll go there. That'll work. Hide that out the way. Now we got a whole crap ton of USBs as well. We'll plug in a hard drive light. We got USB for front. USB, a COM port. That's interesting. We've only got 1 front panel USB. I thought these should have both been USB. They are. Just it says COM. Oh, okay. Well, don't know what that means, but sure. Plug that in. Then we got HD sound, but I don't believe this board. Oh yeah, it's all over there. Might be able to squeeze this in underneath the graphics card. Ah, there we go. So HD audio is the one that's got to be plugged into this. There we go. And you got AC97 or HD audio. Pretty much all computers these days use HD audio, so 1394, Firewire, yeah. That can just sit up here, no one uses that anymore. Yeah, this is kind of an old case, but it's the only one I could find or see that looked like this, so. This one does say power switch. That's interesting. And power light. Which won't work. Because it's one of those double slotted ones. Now this is what's going to be interesting. This is for the front controller, which is going to be plugged in here. Like so. Now we will neaten those wires up at a later point. I want to make sure this all works. Now this is for the hard drives. It's my main drive, which is a 500 gigabyte. Oh, it goes in the other way apparently. It sits out like that. Okay. Then you gotta squeeze this and lock that in. It holds it in. Other drive is a 320. I don't even know what's on that. Actually, no, let's put the 1 terabyte in. It's a 1 terabyte surveillance hard drive. Surveillance is good. There we go. Click in, and that's done. So the fan blows over the. You have to tidy all these cables up though. It's very squishy in this part of the case. So it'll blow over here, over the drives, and partially over the video card. There's a fan in the back as well. Not a very big one, mind you. Hopefully it's speed controlled. Alright, we got SATA connectors. CD drive. And we'll go to SATA 5, the very last one. There we go. We'll hide that underneath there. It should be further cleaned up at a later point. Oh, for God's sake. I put zippy ties on things. I'm a smart human being. Alright, I'll snip that bugger off. I'll keep the PCI Express one out of the way for now. This is for the motherboard. There we go. That one's out of the way. I'll keep PCI Express out of the way. We don't require that at the moment. So one of these is broken. One of these are... I really janked this up. I need to buy a new power supply. Problem is, my good power supplies, we had a power outage. Had a bit of a spike, and it killed. It destroyed all my power supplies. My 850 and my 1000 watt just went. So I lost my power supplies. Where I live, it's very known for blackouts and brownouts. It's not the blackouts you so much got to worry about. It's the brownouts. When the power comes back on, it will surge, and it's not very nice to your computer, as I am fully now aware of. That sucks. It really does. You know, the 850 here in Australia, that was a $400 power supply. That was not very cheap. To have it taken from me so early was not very nice. plug in the PCI Express. Look at my janky lead. Oh, so jank. But hey, it works, it's soldered, it's heat shrink underneath, and then I wrapped it in some tape to make it even tidier, just in case something happened. And they don't look too good. Why does it look like that? As long as it works, I guess. I'll plug these drives in. There you go. Nice. Nice and out the way. I will do a video showing this again once I clean all these cables up. And off this screen if I can get it to work, because apparently it doesn't work on Windows 10. But I wanted the case just so I could put the top on it, because the computer I had, you couldn't put the top on it. Alright, for now, that should be good enough. Now, it's in dire need of some cable management, I tell you. Oh well, we'll do for testing to make sure it works. Hopefully I can get this to post. It is a bit of a dodgy prick. Anyway, that's the basic build of the computer. It's not the cleanest or anything, but it should hopefully work, and if it works, well, I will clean it up, make it nice and tidy inside, buy a new power supply, because I do need to do that. Anyway, thanks for watching.